All right, pulling back the curtain. I want to pull back the curtain on these Bible scholars just a little bit. Have you ever hear anybody say, in the original or the Greek, or a better translation would be, you see, either you believe the words of God or you don't. And Psalm, since I'm right here at Psalm, let's go to Psalm chapter 12 real quick. I won't keep you long. Psalm chapter 12 and verse 6 says, "The words of the Lord are pure words as silver tried in a furnace of earth, purified 7 times. Thou shalt keep them, O Lord." He's talking to the Lord. "Thou shalt preserve them from this generation forever." Now, either God is going to preserve his word or he's a liar. And I don't believe he's a liar. The King's English, see, when the Bible first started, it was basically for the Jews, so the Hebrews used it, so they spoke Hebrew, so they wrote it down in Hebrew. And then the Greek, in the time of Jesus, the Greek language was the universal language that was used for commerce all over the world. And it is why you had the Greek New Testament was written in Greek. Then Latin took over, and you had the Latin Vulgate and all that good stuff. Now English is the main language, and that's why the Lord's preserved his word, I believe, in the English language. I believe he's done it in other languages too, like I think there's good Latino Bibles and stuff, and German Bibles. But he preserved his word. Either he could preserve his word or not. Now, there used to be a program where a magician, he wore a mask, of course, would go on TV and he would expose all these tricks of the trade. He would show you how they do this and how they do that, which really a lot of magicians got ill at him about. And I'm sure I'm going to get some hate mail out of this. But the next time you got some guru telling you, oh, in the original Greek, or the Greek word means this, or the Hebrew word means that, hand him a Hebrew Bible and ask him to read a couple pages to you. See, it'd be just like taking somebody pre-kindergarten, like 3-year-old, that can write the word hat. And she might know the word cat or pat. She knows a few English words, but you wouldn't go to her to explain Shakespeare. That's basically what they are. I went to Bible school, folks. I've had a year of Greek, and it was Greek to me, I'll tell you. And when I got out of school, I'd go to the Strong Concordance, and I'd look up a word. Of course, I couldn't read Greek to you, neither can none of these guys. And I would tell you the most obscure definition that nobody has ever heard of, and they'd go, wow, he is so smart. And basically all I was doing is reading out of a book. You don't need the Greek. You don't need the Hebrew. If you got a King James Bible, it was preserved. God is not a liar. He preserved his word. I'll give you an example. This is an old Bible that I carry on the truck. It's Holman, full color, got pictures. It's got pictures and stuff in it. But they're real good about scholars. They got like see all the notes they got more notes than Bible, and they'll tell you all about the Greek meaning or the Hebrew meaning, and they quote a lot from the Septuagint. I'm not going to go into all that, but he does right here. The word for Psalms in the Hebrew is Tehillim, which means praise. The English title is derived from the Greek translation LXX. LXX is, of course, 70. There were 70 people that worked on that Septuagint. Actually, I think there were 72. It just sounds better with 70. And listen to this big word, psalmio, which means song of praise. Now, if you didn't have a guru telling you that the book of Psalms is a collection of songs of praise. Well, you could never get that out of just English, could you? Anyway, pulling back the curtain on those guys, they want you to think they're smarter than anyone because they want you to go to them to interpret the Bible. The reason the King James Bible was written is that it could go to the common people. You don't have to go back to the Greek. You don't have to go back to the Hebrew. All you got to do is understand the English Bible. And I found that's hard enough for me. Get you a 1828 Noah Webster dictionary. It'll help you. And if you want to get a Strong's Concordance and go back to the Greek or the Hebrew and show everybody how smart you are, you can do that. But I can understand it just perfect in the King's English. All right, let the hate begin. God bless you. Remember to read these Bibles in English, if you're English speaking, and pray without ceasing. Hallelujah.